Now on to some lighter news. A few months back, we ran a clip of a superintendent at the Air Force Academy chastising racist cadets. His speech came after slurs were found on a dorm room message board belonging to black students.
If you demean someone in any way, then you need to get out. And if you can't treat someone from another race or a different color skin with dignity and respect, then you need to get out. The power of that diversity comes together and makes us that much more powerful.
Well, like many in the media, we ran this clip because it provided a powerful response to racism that the media demanded after Charlottesville. While the clip ran, I kept shaking my head, for I'd seen this story before. The list of hate crime hoaxes is long. Now we must add this one to the tally. According to the Air Force Times, a black cadet admitted to writing the slurs, and he's since left the school. So what's the response when we see stories like these exposed as hoaxes? It's never as huge as the initial response was when we assumed that it was real, which only encourages more hoaxes. For the outrage over the crime is the only part the press seems to remember, not its debunking, which encourages the copycats, which is why we're doing this now, so people don't keep thinking this kind of thing pays off. Of course, social justice warriors will repeat the pathetic excuse that while this racist act may not be true here, you just know it's true somewhere else, which guarantees further opportunity for attention and likely another student's expulsion. I know it's crazy, but maybe it's time we stop feeding the stories to the public before they're properly investigated. Who am I kidding? All right, Juan, I think you owe me a steak dinner because I remember after we did this, I said to you, this isn't real.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You guys are making dinner bets on hate crimes?
Yes.
That's because we're so compassionate. And
yes, but I said after the thing, at first my head was.
Shake your head, but you have this thing where you're just like.
I'm going. This is not true. This is not true. And then afterwards, I go, "What steak dinner? I'm betting."
But it's not. But the thing's not good for you.
It's not good for you. Yeah,
I was
going nuts.
I think we'll give you fish.
I don't eat fish. You know that. So what do you? When you see this, this obviously puts race relations back because it makes everybody suspicious of accusations now, right?
Sure, but I think the reason that you're doing this is though you think that this means that all allegations are somehow fraud. I don't.
You're
think
using that.
I'm asking you.
No,
I'm asking you.
No, I'm saying I told you so, Juan.
Well,
that's
you
why
did.
I'm doing
No,
it.
in this case, you told me so. And there are other cases because as you were speaking, as you were delivering the monologue, I think the viewers could see.
Yeah,
there's a list of people. But my feeling about this is, look. If you ever look at at the Twitter account for this show while I'm on, you'll know that there's some pretty harsh feelings.
Don't look at it, Juan.
That's what
Most of those, though, are from Kilmeade. Kilmeade's got a lot of dummy accounts.
Yeah, now that Twitter's 280, it's really gotten bad.
He spent a lot of time on it.
He's a terrible person. He gets up so early, and then he just goes on after one. Kimberly, is there some kind of punishment? Is the punishment so? A lot of times when people do these fake hoaxes, they say they're under psychological stress, they need therapy. Should there be stiffer penalties for this stuff?
I mean, you would think so, right? Because when you see kind of the cumulative effect and the collateral damage that results from things like this, it's really bad. Remember, hands up, don't shoot. It really stimulates in a very negative way, racial divide and injustice and crimes that are committed against individuals, personal and property damage, really hurting communities. And it's so far along after, sometimes when you find out that this wasn't true, that if you didn't sort of search for it to follow up on it, you wouldn't know. And that's why I think you do a great job on this one thing, that you actually bring it up and you follow up and you track it down and say, remember this? When I was like, hey, this wasn't true.
Well, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. There was another hate crime that was exposed as a hoax. It was Dana, Kansas State student wrote slurs on his car. And it turned out it was the victim, a black male who had written it. And so, but when you hear the initial...
Did he have to leave the school?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
Because
he wasn't in the school.
Well, when it comes to this person from the Air Force Academy...
Yeah, he's gone.
The punishment is that he just missed out on a wonderful educational opportunity.
Yeah.
And so...
Does he deserve a second chance?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not. But I also think that this should not take away from what I think was a pretty amazing display of leadership on behalf of Jay Silveria, the lieutenant general, who addresses the students immediately, takes immediate action with a pretty powerful speech.
I don't know.
Why? You're going to take away from that?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I just am. Because I knew it was fake. And I you know what? I
but
can't.
He didn't know it was fake, and he felt like he had to do something.
Or was he trying to? Was he trying to make cover his?
Are you questioning the lieutenant general?
I question everything. I question you right now, Dana. I don't even know who you are anymore. Jesse, thoughts?
Thoughts. Yeah, well, I think Kimberly's favorite poet, Shakespeare, said a lie travels halfway around the world before truth puts its shoes on.
I don't think Shakespeare said that.
Is that a hoax?
I think it was Jim Fix.
Okay.
I don't know.
Either way, this is what happens. And this guy researching this says there's hundreds of these per year. We just had one in New York where a Muslim woman said 3 white guys on the subway attacked me and tried to rip off my hijab.
She had to
ended up filing a fake police report. Now, the motivation for this is because people are struggling with personal problems. And they want to feel as the victim.
Important.
And they want the attention that the victim and victimhood gets. And the victimology industry is an incubator for these fake hate crimes. And they're mostly on college campuses where you have these safe spaces, the microaggressions, and everybody hates a straight white male. So when these people get to college, their antennas go up, and they're always looking for sexism and homophobia and racism. And then when nothing happens, they're forced to make them up.
Instead of being a victim, be a victor.
All right.
Huh? There's a T-shirt for you.
That was Shakespeare, too.
That was Shakespeare, too.